If you've spent more than 183 days in Spain this year, you're a tax resident. But that's only one of 3 ways Spain can claim you, and the other 2 catch people who think they're safe. The 183-day rule is the headline, but it's not the whole story. Spain determines tax residency through 3 tests. You only need to trigger one. The first is the day count, more than 183 days in a calendar year on Spanish soil. Straightforward. The second is economic interest. If the base or centre of your economic activities is in Spain, even if you're physically elsewhere for part of the year, Spain claims you. The third is family ties. If your spouse and dependent children live in Spain, the hacienda presumes you're a resident unless you prove otherwise. That third test is the one that surprises people. You could spend 6 months in Portugal and 6 in Spain. Technically under 183 days here, but if your family lives in Marbella and your kids go to school in Fuengirola, Spain, will claim you as a tax resident. The burden of proof is on you to demonstrate otherwise. Once you're classified as a tax resident, Spain taxes your worldwide income, not just what you earn here. Everything. Your UK pension, your US dividends, your rental income from a property in Germany, all of it gets reported on your annual IRPF return and taxed at Spanish rates. Let's look at what those rates actually are, because the numbers matter. The rates in Andalusia are progressive. The first €12,450 is taxed at 19%. From there, it climbs, 24% up to 20,200, 30% up to 35,200, 37% up to 60,000, and 45% on income above 300,000. These are combined state and regional rates. Andalusia has actually cut its top rates in recent years, making it one of the more favourable regions in Spain. But favourable is relative when your worldwide income is on the table. Now here's where it gets interesting. There are ways to reduce the burden, and the biggest one has a deadline. The most significant relief mechanism is the Beckham Law. Formally, it's the special expat tax regime under Article 93 of the IRPF law. If you qualify, you can elect to be taxed as a non-resident for up to 6 years. That means a flat 24% rate on Spanish source income up to €600,000. And you're not taxed on most foreign income. The catch: you cannot have been a Spanish tax resident in the 5 years before your arrival. Double taxation agreements also matter. Spain has treaties with most EU countries, the UK, the US, and others. These treaties determine which country gets to tax specific types of income: pensions, capital gains, employment income. They provide credits so you don't pay tax twice on the same money. But the treaties don't eliminate your filing obligations in Spain. You still report everything. You get a credit for tax paid elsewhere. We break down every treaty provision that affects Costa del Sol expats at WaypointSur.com. The deadlines, the thresholds, the exceptions your gestoria might miss. Speaking of deadlines, miss one and the costs escalate fast. The deadlines are non-negotiable. Your annual IRPF return is due between April and June. The Modelo 720 Foreign Asset Declaration is due by March 31st. The Modelo 100 for quarterly estimated payments applies if you're self-employed. Miss a deadline, and you're looking at surcharges of 5 to 20%, depending on how late you file, plus interest. One detail that catches UK expats specifically: the UK-Spain Double Taxation Treaty was updated post-Brexit. UK state pensions are now taxable in Spain for residents, not just in the UK. If your gestoria is still applying the old rules, you may be underreporting. Ask them directly. This is not a grey area anymore. The practical advice is straightforward. If you've been in Spain for more than 183 days, or if your economic centre is here, or if your family lives here, get a fiscal advisor, not a general gestor, a fiscal specialist who handles cross-border taxation. The cost is typically €200 to €500 per year for the IRPF filing. The cost of getting it wrong is multiples of that. Subscribe at WaypointSur.com for the tax deadlines and rule changes that affect your wallet. Next up, Modelo 720 penalties after the EU ruling and what the hacienda can still do.